Hello and welcome to another Minecraft video. This is a Sam&Jam video. Jam here. I'm going to do another building repurposing. For this one we're going to repurpose another pyramid. First time we made a nice little paper plant. This time we are going to use it as a mob spawner, sort of mob trap. In here is the mob trap. I've locked it all off. We'll go in and take a peek later. To the side, I used one of these little tunnels, or columns, closed it off, put in a bed, some trunks, crafting stuff, and that way I can use this as my base, nice and safe from bad guys. Now, if you go down, I chose this pyramid in particular because it had this nice cavern system underneath it. You can see the base of the pyramid where it comes down and you find all your treasure. Well, I just extended that down a bit. I used the glass block so if any baddies come in, we'll be able to see them fall to their death. And underneath, I have just a flat half a block with a, funnel thing underneath it, a hopper, there we go, and a trunk. So any of the bad guys that spawn in that space up in the top of the pyramid will be pushed down by the water, fall down this great big hole, and I can collect all their goodies in here. The nice thing is, because this is a nice big cavern, while my mob spawner or mob trap is running, I can run around and explore all up in these caverns and see what else is here and dig for ores. As you can see, I've blocked off some other waterfalls and lava pools and found all sorts of ore I've been digging around in here. Gives me something to do while I wait for the bad guys to plunge to their death. Now I really wish I could catch one as they're falling. Guess it depends on how much time I give them to spawn. I caught one right before I started the video of a skeleton that came in and had a little accident. Let's see if what he left us. Oh! I just missed it! Somebody crashed again. Really got to pay attention to that. So we got, looks like skeletons have been kicking the bucket in the desert a lot. We've got 5 arrows and 6 bones so far. If you get any zombies, you can get the zombie flesh. You can get potentially bow and arrow if you're on like the higher levels. You might get some armor or some cool bow weapons if you have it on the hard level. Because the bad guys then spawn with better gear. If you get a creeper to come crashing down, then you can get the gunpowder as a treasure. If you get any witches, they're a little harder, less often in the desert, but with the witch, you can get the little water vials and various other miscellaneous powders and potions. All sorts of cool things you can get from all the different bad guys. I just really want to catch one as they're falling. Oh, this one didn't die. Okay, well, if you have one, I guess, that has health potions, you can kill them yourself, I guess. I just opened that up. Whoop. Well, at least you got to see the falling part. There we go. And you see how all that disappeared? Well, except for the green balls. But now, we got the redstone and the glass bottle. And I guess I'll just leave that open in case some bad guys fall in and actually survive. Most of them die, but I guess since the witches have that instant life potion, they can resurrect themselves at the end if they want. So this is the bottom of the mob spawner. Let me take you up top and show off the top of the mob spawner. Not spawner, but mob trap, I guess is the correct term. Make sure you have lots of ladders before you do this, because you don't want to end up down in that tunnel with no way of getting out. And it takes a little bit to, get your place cleared out of baddies before you can get going. Okay, now here, take a little peek in. Ooh, skeleton. Oh, see, he's in the water. Oh, he keeps killing me, but oh, I should have made it too deep. Anyhow, The idea is the bad guys fall in the water, and there is. Don't shoot me. I'm gonna get myself killed trying to show off this video. So they spawn in there. We keep it nice and dark so they spawn more frequently and a lot more. And then as they try and cross from the squares, they fall into the little channels and get washed down. Now I should make the channels too deep. That way they can't jump out after they've gone part way down, but for some reason I only made it 1 deep. I guess I was in a hurry. But usually they're not coming towards the entrance to try and kill me. They usually just wander around till they fall in the water, and they don't generally try and hop out much. But you can make it too deep if you want to make sure they don't hop out. And I'm going to close this up so that skeleton can go and die and stop shooting me. And then you can use the rest of the place if you want, you know, for a base or whatever else you want to do with it. The only problem is when you're up here and you're sleeping, you may not be able to sleep very easily because it'll say there are bad guys too close. Monsters nearby, you can't sleep. That's why I kind of went out on the wing to make my bed over here. It's a little further out from there. I can generally sleep at night. Occasionally, if there's like a bad guy in this corner, I can't. But for the most part, I'm away from most of it. And I don't often get to not sleep. I can usually survive it. Although they do spawn more often at night. So if you stay awake at night, you'll be more likely to find more treasure. Yeah, I guess skeleton hasn't fallen down yet. Come get me, baddie! Okay, well, you've gotten to see people drop, you've gotten to see people die, you've gotten to see the treasure collect, so I will let it go at this. You may also want to close off your area so you don't get attacked by bad guys from behind while you're sneaking down to the treasure. I left it open so I could show it off to you. I hope you enjoy this video. Hopefully it'll give you some cool ideas for making your own little mob traps, and enjoy your pyramid. Jammy laters.